You are listening to Larry Conners, USA.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
This is Larry Conners USA. Larry Conners USA.
I woke up this morning, got myself a gun. Mama always said I'd be the chosen one.
Politicians who don't know a single fact, but yet form a conclusion and an opinion, are, in my opinion, reckless and dangerous.
March the 16th, 2021, that was, of course, Governor Cuomo. Politicians forming an opinion without any facts are reckless and dangerous. He's talking about those who are saying he should resign, get out of the office because of these allegations from women about sexual improprieties and molestation type things. And it's a mix of things. It's still one woman's word against his word each and every time. No one has any solid evidence. So Cuomo's still standing, still fighting. How long? The pressure's building. And, of course, it still disturbs me, and it should you, that this is a bigger issue than what Cuomo was doing about sending the elderly basically to death row, making them stay in nursing homes, making nursing homes take them if they had COVID, putting them in the most vulnerable population. And now comes word he was doing the same thing regarding mentally disabled. By the way, the Washington Post admits it had a fake story about Donald Trump. Remember that during the Georgia recount, Trump was supposedly quoted as saying, and telling, I should say, a Georgia state official, go in there and you will find illegal votes. You'll be a hero, basically suggesting that the state official create them. Well, now the truth is out. He never said anything like that. Even the Washington Post has to admit and make a correction. But the way it makes a correction, it's laughable. We'll get into that. The Biden administration is still blaming Trump for the border mess, still won't admit there's a crisis, but riddle me this. The Biden administration now sending in FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency. When do you see FEMA in the field? FEMA normally comes in after, a massive tornado, a hurricane, a wildfire. It comes in after disasters. So if we can't call it a crisis at the border, can we now call it a disaster? Plus one congressman saying he's been told the pipeline for illegals to come across the border is full for the next several months. Even the cartels are having trouble handling this tsunami of illegals. If the drug cartel can't keep up with it, you know it's big, and it's going to get worse. Plus more evidence, more reports that jihadists are crossing. They're mixed in with the illegals. Jihadists right out of the Middle East, getting their way to Mexico, joining a caravan. No one can tell by looking at them, reference skin or anything else, if they are Middle Eastern or Mexican or South American or Central American. That is, of course, going to be a danger to our national security. I have, and I know you agree, said repeatedly, if we don't enhance border security, you're going to give them the opportunity to come in. And keep in mind, one of the first things Biden did when he got into office was sign a bill stopping all work on the border wall. A lot of spaces have already been taken down because they were getting ready to put the new facility wall up. When the work stopped, the materials that are supposed to be raised and put in place are on the ground, so you've got hundreds of yards, sometimes miles that are open. The material's there to go up, but Biden had said no more work. So those are coming across those locations and other locations. And don't forget, while you're having to lock down and you can't go anywhere without a mask, your kids maybe can't go to school, and Biden said the other day you might be able to have a barbecue party on our 4th of July, our Independence Day. You might be able to do that if you keep a small little group. In the meantime, these illegals coming across represents a super spreader of COVID. The leftists are fine with that because they look at votes coming across, not COVID. And then you got Don Lemon Fruitcake of CNN telling the Vatican it needs to re-examine itself. Don Lemon insists it is not teaching God's message. Don Lemon Fruitcake lecturing the Vatican? You don't want to miss that. And I have a question for you. Who is the greatest president since FDR? Just looking at his first 50 days. Oh, I'll bet you know the answer. Or at least someone claiming Biden is. But wait till you hear who makes that statement. We've got a lot to cover the next 2 hours. Let your friends and family, even your enemies, know we're on the air. Lock and load. Ready. On the right.
You can hear podcasts of this program at Larry Connors USA Facebook. Larry Connors USA Facebook.